Happy Friday, it's Athena, and let's get started. What are the general messages for the collective? Friday, June 12th. Okay, so today's message from the divine is know that we're a part of everything, but not attached to anything. Okay. Okay. Friday the 12th of June, 2020. Okay. Let's see what's happening for today and whenever the energy wants to play out. However long. Look at that. Rebirth. Okay, so planetarily speaking, there's a lot of activity that is also not only transformative, but also there are parts of us that we want to pick up the pieces, right? Pick up the pieces of ourselves, okay? Picking up the pieces and putting them back together, resurrecting them, okay? We are definitely, there's going to be a lot of, which it already has happened, the memories of childhood on whatever level that is, you know, looking at pictures, maybe even getting into, you know, ancestry.com, if that's what you feel like, you know, you kind of like are digging deeper into your past. Why did this happen this way? And not to necessarily resurrect it. For some, yes, that could be very well be. But to find out your own truth, right? So that it can free you, so it doesn't have a hold on you. It doesn't have a hold. It doesn't grip you and keep you stuck, okay? The white horse is depicting, of course, the freedom of speaking our truth. So that this will free you once you're able to you know, look at it, grab that part of what it is that you've lost. Is it a piece of your history? Is it a piece of yourself? It's all encompassing. That's a big message there for some. Yeah, because why? It's renewing us. It's healing us. So this is necessary. You know, obviously, it just happens naturally. It's the natural course of how the universe works, whereby anytime we are at a loss of a piece of ourselves from our history, our childhood, our friendships, our parents, those who have come and gone, these are healing properties, right? So this is allowing you to put yourself back together again in a wholeness. Okay? What was lost will be found. Yeah? And sometimes that does, you know, anytime you want to, we all have said it. We've all said, well, what happened? You know, way back when, or not even way back when. When this happened, or when this person passed, how did I feel? How did I get through it? Do I remember? Have I not completely healed from it? There's a lot to be said here. So we have Scorpio and Aquarius right here. But let's not even talk about the signs, because this isn't really about that. It's not. It's about finding, and it's like this is the night It's like, okay, so this is what I'm hearing. This is kind of cool. This is the invisible night, right? The night that comes in, you don't even see him. You can see he or she, right, is totally shielded, right? The armor is on. Why? Because he doesn't want to be known. In this particular deck, he's like, right? Look, here's the horse. Here's the horse that he got on. It's a white horse. Yeah? Spiritually, all the blue. The eagle is all about, we are reassessing, reviewing, recapturing a part of our history in order to piece us together, to heal and become whole. Absolutely. So he's like is there such a thing, right, as the invisible knight charges in with the higher truth to put back what has been forgotten. And it's not about a person, place, or thing. It could, well, it is in the sense of looking back at your history, but it's also a piece of you, which is a person, place, or thing. Well, yeah, okay? So putting back the pieces of yourself. Wow. Look at this blue. Oh my God. Look at these colors. They're all, right? They're all connected. See, even the colors, as you can see, create not the illusion, create the beauty of all that we are and all that is. Yeah, very nice. So we are putting back the pieces of ourselves by looking through I'm also feeling this is like looking through what is it? The glass, right? Not looking through the magnifying glass. Thank you. This is like looking through the magnifying glass, right? So that you can be put back together again, right? And heal. This is for healing and also for whatever has left your life, however it happened, through literal death, or it could just be through, divorce, separation. Is it a resurrection? Yeah, in the sense that it's going to piece you back together again. Look at that. Now, this guy has been coming in almost every day this week. That's crazy. Why? Because he's the one that needs the resurrecting. I'm not trying to be mean. It's the masculine. See? That's why I'm not mean. This is the masculine. The masculine is piecing it together. See that? One sword at a time. One person at a time. One event at a time. Look. He's got that sword, right? He's got that one sword here. And here it is. And all the pieces that lie on the ground are pieces of himself that he lost in a battle of and for himself, because everyone depicts who we are. They represent us. So even though he feels like he won the battle, he learned, for sure. He learned a lot. But that's where it comes into play, that he's piecing himself back together, because he's charging toward this. Oops. I knew that was going to happen, right? He's charging. Look. He's the invisible knight. He's trying to piece himself back together. He's not going to tell anyone. It's his own truth. He needs to heal. He's the invisible knight. That's so interesting because he came in every reading this week. And do you notice? Oh, this is another thing. Look at this, you guys. Look at. Hold on, because it goes like this, right? It's important. For this right now, it's important. His horse here is black, right? But it turns to white. Why? Because he realizes that victory, these victories, however losses he incurred, I'm using he because it's the masculine on the card, okay? It is the divine masculine. However many people he has lost, betrayed, hurt, they're all pieces of himself. Because that's truly what they are. The people around us are mere reflections to show us what we need to learn and how we need to piece ourselves back together again. Be it our parents through the history of our ancestors, through whatever it takes to resurrect yourself in the sense of putting all the pieces back together. It's like, it's like in The Wizard of Oz, right? Where the straw man needed to put his pieces together, but in order to do so, he needed a brain. I mean, that's why it's such a fabulous storyline, because it's so true in life. The Tin Man needed a heart to piece himself back together. You get what I'm saying? The lion, of course, needed the courage. And the one that you didn't see coming was that the wizard was never a wizard at all. Because the wizard was the epitome of your higher self. But he wasn't. He was behind the curtain playing the game, but in actuality, it was part of himself too. And that was the mask. He had to break down the mask in order to get to the core. And that's what happens, right? We break down. This is the breakdown. This is where you lose it all. This is, right, hitting rock bottom. This is coming out of huge, losses on any level. And it all is about you. So the universe is saying, which is happening with the planets too, right? In the sky. All of the retrogrades are happening. Why? Because this is happening. And it's also happening to Mother Earth, because we are Mother Earth, as you hear me say all the time. So, huge message here, just in the 4 cards that we got here. Huge. See, this divine masculine says, shit, I've got to I gotta have to fix myself. I have to figure out where did I, was it, this doesn't have to be necessarily death, loss, etc. It could also mean this is about losing himself, pieces of himself. But here, the way he did it was all ego. That's important to understand why you do the things that you do. And whenever you have swords involved, it's your ego that played, and the darkness. The darkness of the horse turned into the white horse. Why? Because he realized that he realizes now, by putting the pieces back together, what he is going to realize, or what he has, depending on your situation, if this applies, is that he realized that this was his ego showing him how to transmute the darkness into the light, how to rise above situations and not necessarily lash out at people, frugally, I don't know why I heard frugal, people being frugal. That might not be the word that I'm hearing. Let's continue, but you get my gist. The gist of the situation is that he used his ego with all the swords. It is knowledge, but he also used it in the way defense mode, in a negative sense, right? Was it envy? Was it jealousy? When the sun sets, that's when the darkness lies. The lies. There it is. The lies. Lying to yourself, right? Okay. That's huge. Right? And with all of that which the divine masculine has had to go and endure through, the pain and knowing that his ship's coming in, but he's got to get back to himself. So it's not really a choice, because maybe he was trying to escape, right? It looks like he really didn't want to face the music. That's what it looks like. Yes. He didn't want to face the music. He was thinking, I'll just get out of Dodge. I'll just run away. Right? Of course. What does running away mean? Running away means like going on a trip. I mean, it could be a vacation, right? Not facing the music means so many things. It could be having an affair. It could be lashing out to others and not wanting to face the self here. So now we're being told, okay, so that's what the choice is here for the divine masculine. The universe is offering a choice. Do you want to put back the pieces? Do you want to put back the pieces and be honest with yourself? Right? Or do you want to escape reality and continue this type of behavior? How many more people must suffer? Interesting, right? And I don't know why. I'd like to know why, actually. This is the divine feminine. So, okay, that's why. Got it. So through the masculine's fight for putting back the pieces, right, of himself and making that choice, right, that is healing the counterpart. That's what it is. Okay, got it. So it's like not only putting yourself back together again, piecing the whole. Got it. Hello. Got it. All right. So now he has a choice. Here's the choice. There it is. What is he going to do? The good news is there's a rainbow above him. Right? The good news is he realizes, he knows what he has to do. He does. He already knows. He knows that he has to use his intuition in order to set them free. I say them. He's being guided, obviously. We're always being guided, whether you know it or not. Whether this guy literally, and I'm going to say it too, because whether the divine masculine believes it or not, this angel depiction of your intuition, this is the angel of intuition, comes in to say, listen, you can keep doing what you're doing, but you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again until you realize the lesson. So how many more, like I said, How many more people must suffer? And in actuality, it's you. How much more suffering can you take by hurting yourself and others, by not making a decision to go back to where like kind of like back to where you came from, to realize that if you just put yourself together, you will heal the divine masculine and feminine. So intuitively, he already knows it, is what the High Priestess comes out to say. That's the angel of intuition. And do you realize that all these cards, I mean, seriously, look, if I can hold them all up. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Look at these colors. This is all spirit trying to get through to the divine masculine, to piece themselves together. So the divine feminine and masculine, whether there's going to be soul counterparts or whether it's intended, that's not the issue. It's not. This is about putting back the masculine and the feminine, becoming whole. Bottom of the deck. Becoming whole. The higher truth is the divine feminine really wants to look, you see, she's got the cloak of blue. So what does that tell you? That tells you that he put back the pieces. The divine masculine chooses to do so because he knows he's being guided to do so and becoming whole again. She is now whole, independent. The higher truth of all the swords that came, the truths that came before, and the sword that brought the masculine and feminine, you see, masculine, feminine, together to become whole has happened. And that was the choice. That's the choice of the universe, mind you. Yeah? The universe, we do have free will, but the ultimate decision is what we have already set up as our purpose for life. So, you're going to go down this path that's going to take you left, but you need to take the long way around because you really need to learn this lesson big time, right? So instead of taking the quick route, we're going to give you the more difficult route so that you really do learn. How many times did he have to learn? 5. Well, that could be like 5 decades. How do we know? Right? I'm not, I could be exaggerating or I could not be exaggerating. But it took a long time for him to piece back together the whole. Now the feminine is here to say the strength and courage of the lion, right? Here's the lion. So this took courage. He's like the lion and the wizard. Took courage to face the music, to say, I'm going to make this happen, because now the path, you see it opened up, right? It opened up from all the blues. It's kind of like Dorothy. I'm serious. Everything was black and white, which is now, in this depiction is all blue and purples, right? 6th and 7th chakra. And now we have, oh my God, we just lit up our solar plexus. Hello. We just lit up our heart chakra, all the green. And our foundation, the root chakra, from the ground up. Yeah. Wow. And now everything's in color. Wow. That's amazing. Oh my God, look. That's great. Oh my God. And there's the rainbow, the choice, the union. Wow. What a reading. That's pretty cool. Hello. That's great. And now, all right, yeah, I wasn't going to, but I'm being guided. Now we look at this. Hold on, look at this. Now the masculine becomes whole, right? Grounded, it's all one. It's all him. He's transformed. He's transformed himself into, right? The king that has it all, right? The motivation of the power, but using now the power, instead of using the power in this way, in a negative way, he's been transmuted, he's been changed to use it this way. And now he's grounded. So this is who he becomes. This is the wholeness of the two put together. The power, so this was what needed to be fixed, or not fixed, but you know what I mean, to be put back together again from the ground up with the earth, and the passion had to be reignited. Passion on every level, primarily the heart. He had to open his heart. And he opened his heart. Lovely. He made the decision to do it. It took a lot of courage, right? He finally became strong. And now she is whole. Yeah, and clearly this could be the two becoming one, right? Yeah. Wow. That's incredible. What a great, wow. And as you can see, all the blues turn into all the rainbow of from the ground up. I hope you didn't get dizzy on that, because sometimes when readers do that, you get dizzy. All right, seriously, what a reading, right? Putting back the pieces of the self. Love it. Okay. Great reading. And it's happening not only, of course, to many of us on an individual basis, but it is happening collectively, right? It's happening collectively. That's why all the planets are in retrograde, for this to be transmuted, so that people can get back a sense of who they are. And this is part of the plan of Mother Earth, you know, the new consciousness. Okay. The infinite abundance of Lord Ganesh says obstacles are being removed, spiritual support and connections are increasing. Well, thank you, Ganesh, because listen, this is exactly what's happening. We're increasing not just in this is not the abundance of anything else except the knowledge, to the infinite knowledge, those 5 of Swords, right? That's a huge lesson. That's a huge congratulations, right? To completely go through this process, right? It wasn't easy. Like I said, it could have taken 5 decades, 5 lifetimes. Who knows? But it happened. That's what we know. The divine masculine has pieced himself together in order for the divine feminine and masculine to become whole. And then ultimately, they meet. The waters are calm. You know, it's Oz. Hello. I always, you know, that was an enormous, whoever wrote The Wizard of Oz, I can't remember the name. However, that was so ahead, they were so ahead of their time in that depiction of that movie, and that's why it will remain legendary for eternity, probably, for however long that is. which is infinite. All right. Have a great weekend. Bye.